Hi, welcome to part 3. In this screencast series, I'm making a grunt plugin, test-driven. The grunt plugin is, to quickly go over it, is a way to reload a Chrome extension automatically. And I'm taking my inspiration from another GitHub project. And I basically, with this grunt plugin, I wanted to make it easy to make two files into your project, your Chrome extension project. It's going to be used in conjunction with Grunt Watch to when you make a change to your Chrome extension files, it's going to kick off and make a reload.html file, a reload.js file, references it and checks the timestamp and will automatically reload the extension. So, and where I left off, we were making that reload.js file. I was using grunt template process to do that, and I ran into a little bug on the end of part 2 in where I had trouble reading the reload TPL file. And I want to make, I'm going to make this tmux pane a little larger. So see what's going on. Okay. And I ran into a problem here because I had to put in this tasks file directly, or reference the tasks file in like this, even though I'm in the tasks file running my task, CRX auto reload, and they're in the same directory here. They're in the same directory. So why did I have to put tasks in like that to read it? And that's because these tests run in the context of the grunt file. Now also, when you use this project with another project that has a grunt file, it's going to run in relation to that grunt file. So this is going to be a problem. This is not going to work out in the wild. And to remedy this problem, we want to directly reference this file on the file system. So like it would be, users, Christian, the full path to this reload.js TPL file. And to do that, we're going to leverage Node.js itself. And let's take a look at, in the browser here I have the API docs, and we're going to use the file system built into the core to solve this problem. Actually, you know what? No, we're not going to use file system. We're going to use path. And we're going to use path.resolve to solve this problem. And let's just do a quick, this is also very useful, what I'm about to do here. We can log, I use this quite a bit when I was developing the plugin, and there's a part of the Grunt API's grunt log, so you can test things out by using that log and output them to the console. So grunt log, and to use the node core path code, we're gonna need to require it up here. So require path, and let's do path.resolve. We're going to use a built-in, I guess, constant. It would be double underscore dir name, and let's put in that as a second argument, the reload.js.tpl, and the dir name is this directory, which is tasks. So that'll work out just fine because that's where the template is. Let's put a semi on there, and let's run the test to take a look at the output. And this is what I mean. It's going to take a full, here's the output of that log write. It's going to go to the absolute path of the template. So in whatever situation you're in and running this, it's going to be able to find that template. Okay, let's go back to the code and let's take out the log. Let's stick this right here. And I'm going to make a variable reload JS TPL, and that'll do the path name, and we'll stick that right here instead. Yes, reload JS TPL. Okay, and our test should run. So let's run our tests. Bingo, got the test running. So that's good information on how to solve that problem which you're going to run into in production. So let's continue to move on. Okay, so next is going to be, we only want to make this file one time, reload.js. It is going to be a static file. This one changes each time when the grunt watch kicks off. We want to create the timestamp every time, but this only needs to be created on the first run. So to do that, we're going to leverage a familiar grunt file exists to do that. So let's do that. I'm using snippets, that's why this just jumped into the screen there. And so we're going to use grunt file exists, and we're going to put reload JS there. And so this is where, again, the difference between, this is the template we're doing the pre-processing on, and this is the reload JS that gets made in the project directory. So that's what we were checking for. If it's already been made in their project, their Chrome extension, then we don't want to make it again. And let's put these guys in there. This is the code that makes the reload JS. So if, and okay, we want to do if it does not exist. So if it does not exist, we're going to make the reload JS. Other than that, we just skip it. And let's rerun our tests, see if everything went through, and got some problems. Okay, this is a linting error, and okay, we got wrong syntax. We want to put the exclamation point, the not, inside. Let's rerun the tests. Okay, we're back to green. So we are done now. Now I did try to test it. This would be a good thing to test if the file exists. Only make the reload JS if the file exists. I just couldn't figure it out, and I just moved on. I also, in my real version of this, I do have a test for the timestamp. It's a very simple one just to see that it's not blank. This is the kind of thing where I'm not going to go nuts with, because I'm pretty sure that this is going to work, the new date, and I just wanted to check that it wasn't empty. So the next step I did was I made a GitHub repo, and I'm going to switch over to the window that I actually did, and just followed did git init, git add here, did the initial commit, this GCAM here, that's just a shortcut. I have a alias to git commit. It committed the files. I added the remote origin here, and I pushed, this is git pom is my alias for pushing to master. And it's nice when you use the grunt, the Yeoman grunt plugin, it gives you a nice git ignore. So it puts in there, ignore node modules, ignore the npm log, the temp directory. I added .sesh, that's my Vim sessions there. I also, in the final version, removed the fixtures that were part of the Yeoman generator. I removed the expected directory, the stuff in there, so that wouldn't get committed. And from there, I did the npm install, or the npm publish. Okay, let's switch to that. And all I did was, I was not a user at npm, so I did a add user minimal, put my password in. It asks you some questions here, and that was it for that. That was pretty simple. Then next was, I just did a simple npm publish. I'm having trouble with the highlighting it too. Here we go. npm publish, and that was it. It pumped it right up there. And if we go to the npm js.org page, let's search here for CRX. Look at all the CRX ones, and there it is, grunt CRX auto reload, and all in there. I got my picture in there. You have to do that separately, like do the picture stuff. I think that's off of Gravatar, and has the README. And there we go. There it is. This is the end, and I really hope it was very useful to you. If you want to make a grunt plugin, I hope this gets you off the ground and up and running. Thanks for watching.